Hey guys, welcome back. It's Debrianna here. I hope you all have a great and awesome and blessed and just amazing day. Yesterday, the 8-8 Lionsgate portal opened, so that's exciting. And then today, we're having a little bit of a kind of funky lighting thing. Like if I go over here, I'm like much brighter. If I lean over here, I'm like darker, so it's like whatever type of lighting thing right here. So today's video is about a starseed life, about being in a home on my home planet. So I hope I can talk loud enough and talk over the dishwasher because I forgot to film before I did that. So sorry. But so this past life was in a planet very, very, very close to Earth. Down to the structures, how it looked, like how you breathed air. It was very, very, very close to Earth. It could have even been on like another dimension, pretty much what I could tell you guys. So I had a little sister, a big brother, my mom, and my dad in this life. So I had long black hair. It was down to here. It was straight. I had heavy set bangs and my eyes were green. So I had like really green eyes, black hair. And then my little sister had like medium brown hair, blue eyes, and she was taller than me. So like I could give you guys heights. I would say I probably was around 5'1", 5'2", and my sister was around 5'6", and my older brother was around, I want to say he was around 5'8". I don't really have a gauge on how tall he was, but what happened in this lifetime is that I was in love with this man, and we literally were going to spend the rest of our life together. We were going to do this, and this, and that was all our plans. So we were together every single day. We were together doing absolutely everything. My parents loved him. My sister loved him. Everybody loved him. And then all of a sudden, he went missing. He was gone. Like, I can have a very, I can remember it. It's really funny. I, remember it. I saw him the night before, and I was like, okay, well, I love you, I'll see you tomorrow. And he was like, yes, we'll see each other tomorrow. And I was like, okay, we did our kisses, the hugs, whatever, all that cute stuff, And the next day, I remember trying to reach out to him, and I wanted to say I tried to text him, but that's like this logic. But it was like I called him. I remember calling him because there was technology, and we were have pictures together and everything as well. So I was looking, I guess, in my phone, you could say, and I was texting him, no response for the whole day. So I was like, okay, that's really weird. So then I was like, okay, maybe he got busy. So the next day I was like, okay, this is still really weird. He doesn't ever not reply like this. So I remember calling him, then calling his mother in there, and she told me that he was gone. And I remember asking her, why was he gone? What do you mean gone? Did he leave on a vacation, last minute trip? Just trying to figure it out, because he usually tells me. And she was saying, no, he's gone. And I'm like, so he died? And she's like, no, he didn't die, but he's gone. And I was like, okay, that's just really weird. So I was like, why didn't anybody tell me? What is up? And she was saying, he felt it would be best to just go and not even make any mention of it. And I can remember in this life, and sometimes I can, I can't see resemblance in life, but I remember sometimes will get dreams of situations that happened in that lifetime that I'm like, okay, that haven't happened here, so this makes no sense why I'm seeing it this way. So I will be doing something, and I'll just I've done this before, and I don't know why. It's just really weird. So what I remember is this life, is that I was going out with my sister and her boyfriend, and we were going to hang out, and it was like, I want to say 3 years later, and it was like now, 3 years later, I was about, I want to say 24 in this. My sister was like just turning 21, and we were going out and hanging out, and there was another person that came up to me and said, "How are you doing?" And I was like, I don't know this person, so like, why are they telling me how? Why are they asking how I'm doing? But then I was like, I told them how I was doing and how I was finally like being able to move through things, and they said it's really good because then I remember this person said there's a person coming in for you, and when they come in, you have to let go of everything that was previous because it's gone. He literally said it's gone, it's gone, it's gone. And I was like, okay, just like whatever type of thing. And it's just so weird because this life had such a significance that I can like remember a lot of things that happened, and I can see a lot of things. Like, the one thing I can tell you guys about this life, that how I know it's not on Earth and how it's not a previous Earth life, is because when you're at night, and you guys can Google images of it and stuff, when, you know how when people like walk out and how you can have the image where it looks like the moon is right there. It's like you could walk and touch to it. It was literally like that. The water was crystal blue, and it was like, we lived somewhere with lots of water. It was crystal blue. You could see it. Like, you could look all the way down to the bottom, and it was an ocean, and then the moon was right there, and the stars were like so bright. It's not here. The oxygen was so clean, and it was very different planet, very interesting. Not a lot of conflict besides like what you created in your life, your area, kind of like what happens to you. So there was not a lot of things like that, but this life has been a life where I've had to learn to look back on it and kind of see like, okay, so what can I take that I know from this life to help me better myself in this life, type of thing, like the letting go process, understanding that things will be okay a little bit more. But yeah, it was an interesting life. I have a few other life stories that I can film a few YouTube videos on and tell you guys. Number one, my question for you guys is, write down in the comments box below, have you guys had a past life experience that you guys will be willing to share down below? And number two, please like and subscribe and share this page around because I'm getting back into posting. And I hope you all have an amazing and blessed day from Starbucks and I. Anyway, guys, bye. Say bye, flowers.